But I know every inch of the power grid from Hoover Dam to Shady Sands. That's what we do here. Try to optimize the power output from the dam. Some of the others are working on an agricultural project, but truth be told, they aren't making much progress. Not yet, anyway. I know I don't sound the part. Get raised by Brahmin ranchers and you never lose the twang. Drives Hildern crazy. I can't say. We're not supposed to talk about the research. Not the details. If you're interested, I'm sure he'd see you. No, wait. I don't mean to see any harm come to Dr. Hildern. Unless by talk, you just mean talk. That's all I ask. She might even be able to help you, as long as you don't speak too well of Dr. Hildern. Head researcher. Mostly on the dam project, but I help out on other things when they need me. Gotta be flexible. Of course. Anything. We shouldn't even be talking about this, I know. But I think someone should tell you. You're not the first one he sent to Vault 22. I had a good feeling about you. Moment you walked in. I mean it. I shouldn't say anything. I know that. But you're not the first person Hildern sent out to the vault. Then about a week ago, there was a scientist, Keeley. She's unusual. Not the sort of person you'd expect, but she's an absolute genius, and he didn't mention her? Not even her name? Or any of the other mercs? There were a lot of mercs, one after another. None of them came back. Nobody ever said science would smell clean and fresh. Anyway, you get used to it if you give it some time. This? The OSI lab. We don't get many visitors. The smell puts people off, I think. Nice to meet you. If you need anything, I'm almost always in the lab. No, I knew the danger wouldn't. I'm not trying to scare you off the job. I know it's not your business to fend for anyone but yourself. If not for her, do it for the Caps. That's all I'm asking. Between you and me, I don't think he ever leaves. Plenty of mercs go in to see him, though. You mean give you work? No, that'd be up to the administrator, Hildern. He's back there in his office. Not interested. More concerned. It's just... You're not the first person he sent to Vault 22, and I know he'd never tell you. But now he's hired you, which means one of two things. Either he heard back from Keeley, and she failed, or he's given up on her. But I'm willing to pay you if you'll find Keeley and make sure she's safe. Isn't right leaving her out there. No idea if she's alive or dead. Listen, I make a fair wage, but I'm not rich, not by any means. Maybe my kind of money wouldn't appeal to your average merc. Right, good luck. No, you've seen enough death to know the difference. I didn't mean to sound ungrateful. I know you tried. The notes count for something. I'll keep them safe. Keeley's work in the vault won't be lost, and it won't be forgotten. Dead? But that's terrible. You're sure? You saw her body? With the way she looks, maybe she just seemed dead, and she really wasn't. He sure does. Everyone knows it. I've just got to endure this job until the project is finished. But abandoning Keeley? He crossed a line. Taking credit for other people's work is one thing. Sending people to die in the waste is another. If Hildern tries to recruit any more mercs, I'm gonna warn them. What can he do to me? I'm the only one who can run this lab. Keeley hates Hildern. She says he's more politician than scientist and gets in the way of true discovery. And Hildern hates Keeley because, well, because every time they meet, she makes him look like an ass. In front of important people, usually. Like a Brahmin and a Deathclaw, though I'm not sure which would be which. Bad analogy, maybe. They're both Deathclaws in their way. Maybe you think you helped her, I don't know, but I need to hear from Keeley, personally. Otherwise, no reward. Not a cap. No, that can't be right. Keeley would have called in. But if she's caught up in her notes, I guess she might have forgotten. Sorry, I shouldn't question your word. If you say Keeley's safe, I owe you these caps. She is? But she didn't call in. Keeley wouldn't waste a chance to yell at Dr. Hildern. Thanks again. Really, I owe you. No. You've seen enough death to know the difference. I didn't mean to sound ungrateful. I know you tried. Dead. But that's terrible. You're sure? You saw her body? With the way she looks, maybe she just seemed dead and she really wasn't. Keeley was brilliant. She'd seen so much. What a horrible waste. The director? He's very well-spoken and knowledgeable. Right. Stay safe. Wouldn't be right for me to say. He's my boss, and he took a chance bringing me out here as lead researcher. So I'm guessing pretty old. 200 years? Maybe more. I couldn't get her to say, But she talked about the war, the Great War, when the bombs fell, like she'd been there. Nowadays, they've changed. They're doing what they can to discredit the NCR, give us a bad name with the locals. Dr. Hildern trained with them years ago. Not me, though. I'm an OSI girl. My father used to say good things about them, but that was years ago, back when they teach farmers and ranchers about crop rotation and the like. Contreras is a genius. He can find almost anything you'd want. Takes caps to get him motivated, though. He won't do a thing for free. It's foul, to tell the truth. Most people try to get what they can from the outside, even if it's just a smuggled candy bar now and then. Head researcher. Mostly on the dam project, but I help out on other things when they need me. Gotta be flexible. Most of the time I focus on the science and try to forget him. He doesn't get mixed up in any actual work, though he tells people that he does. He's not what you'd call warm, unless he wants something from you. And even then, it's kind of a cold warm. Keely's brilliant, an absolute genius. She plays at being mean, but it's all a front. When you've lived as long as she has, you get defensive around new people. Who wants to make a friend when you know you'll outlive them? You're new. I'm Angela Williams. Were you just looking around, or a little busy at the moment? But I can talk. Did Dr. Hildern... This really isn't any of my business, but did he give you a job? Did you find Keely? You haven't been back for a while, so I was hoping... If you can find Keely and keep her safe, I'll pay you what I can. I gave my word, and I meant it. She wouldn't let him finish a sentence. Just reamed him out for sending all those people to the vault. I've never seen his face so red and twitchy. Thanks for keeping her safe. Here's the caps I promised. I knew I had a good feeling about you. Keely just called in. You should have heard the director. But wait up. Now look here. Oh, good to see you again. Unless I hear from Keely, we've got nothing to talk about. Keely still hasn't checked in. It's not like her. After what happened with Keely, Hildern's got his eye on me. We shouldn't be talking. Not anymore.